see me dancing in the back? Back rows? Back rows, say yeah! Over there, people, say yeah! You say yeah! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And gosh, the modern world's so crazy, there's probably all sorts of other types of people I should welcome to the beautiful, the historic, the one and only Carver Theater in downtown Birmingham, Alabama. To a new epoch of Are We There Yet? Are We There Yet? Presents Conundrum, the show where we ask the complicated and ridiculous questions about the complicated and ridiculous all throughout human history up until, well, I guess right until this very moment. This show would not be possible without my parents, who both gave birth to me at the same time, from what I understand. Without Radio Free Alabama, the wonderful organization who produces this content, reliable abstracting services, and all of your parents and your grandparents and whatever level is above grandparents. Tonight we have what I am certain is a very, very funny show, a very intellectually challenging game show. And to help us play, to explain a little bit about how to play, we have three of the most smartest, most humorousest human beings currently alive in Birmingham, Alabama. They are, in alphabetical order, Virginia Newcomb, actress, filmmaker, local beautiful woman. Michael Cunliffe, member of Ugly Baby Improv Comedy, one of the three existing improv comedy troupes in Birmingham, and Brian Barrett, also of Ugly Baby Improvisational Comedy Troupe. Welcomed him to the stage with great fervor and passion.
Or that.
Yes.
Here's how the game will work, folks. I'm going to ask questions first to the panelists and then to our teams of contestants. If they get these questions right, they get showered with praise from you, from me, and they will compete for prizes, both tangible and intangible. And unlike your conventional game show, your conventional riddle show, these questions rely not on simple knowledge, but they rely on logical thinking, cleverness. Are you ready to play, oh beloved panelists of the inaugural episode of Conundrum?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Are you ready to watch and admire from afar, from a distance at which you could never possibly touch these people? Because that's, we don't want you coming on and touching these people. Are you ready to participate by watching?
Thanks.
Well, let us get this started. Virginia, Mike, Brian. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you attentive?
Yes.
Okay.
What was the question?
We win.
It's a
You
very
have-
easy game show.
60 seconds
Oh, all right.
after I end the question to deliberate vocally, and to try to come up with the answer to these preposterous riddles.
All right.
Question number, well, we'll call it 1. After study of his deeds was banned from Indiana schools in the 1950s, a student group called the Green Feather Movement formed to protest the paranoid political and social environment of the time. News of the movement spread to college campuses and even to his hometown across the Atlantic, where residents banded together to support the cause. Who is he?
Wow.
So it's a presumably a British person
Wait.
or something, or it's anywhere across the Atlantic, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah.
I
it was the-
prefer to think of.
They're called the Green Feather Movement, started in the 1950s.
So what has green feathers?
green birds.
Green birds.
You said it was the 50s, and it was that was during the Red Scare.
Peacocks. Peacocks?
Okay, would that be maybe kind of the...
You're on the right track.
Okay.
It was absolutely during
Okay.
the Red Scare. The Red Scare was it was a time in the United States in which people were terrified of sharing.
Yes, exactly.
They were scared of communism, and they told everyone not to watch movies in which people who shared took part. And that's all the hints I'm going to give you for now.
Okay. So who was a big commie back then? Is that the right politically correct term?
Commie is the politically correct term for a
Feels like
communist.
movies is a hint too.
It's like the term of endearment for a communist, like my little commie.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm...
The movie relevance, say that again?
It's called the Green Feather Movement.
No.
These students started.
That's the movement, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robin Hood?
Yes, it's Robin Hood. Robin Hood of
Was it in the
Robin Hood
50s?
and his merry band of
Wow.
men.
Was Robin Hood a commie?
Robin Hood was a communist. There was a school teacher in Indiana who was so outspoken against. Apparently, there was a push to read Robin Hood themed literature in the 1950s in Indiana, and this wonderful teacher, this wonderful patriot of America, told everyone that it was the communists, the commies, who were behind this, and decided to ban any mention of Robin Hood and his tights to Indiana school children. And this
no
even
idea.
went up into the college ranks, where college students, as we call them, they would put little feathers in their hats and
green
parade around.
feathers.
Green feathers,
And this
green feathers.
spread all across this beautiful country of ours to the West Coast, to UCLA, and this is where liberalism came from.
Oh.
The very first protests in the history of this country were from people putting stupid little feathers in their
That
caps.
really
Wait, is
legitimizes
that-
us, doesn't it?
The very first protests in general in this country, like student
They were
protests?
the first protests that gained traction and I think it led directly into the 1968 revolution.
Wow.
So I guess I think, why not keep teaching Robin Hood, but teach it as the tragic story of King John, who had a poor man trying to look after the kingdom for his brother, who was off doing God knows what, being an aggressor overseas, who was being beset on all sides by vagrants. I think you teach it that way.
Yeah.
You get and then you get
Yeah.
more. You get Reaganism 15 years earlier than you did.
Because the way they were teaching it in the 1950s, no one's gonna respond to that well. You know, this guy is just like a vagrant, right? In the movie, there was some guy giving out multiple circumcisions to people in the
Wait,
movie
I'm
version
sorry.
of the story.
What?
That was... I don't remember that in the Kevin Costner movie. I don't remember
now,
that.
Robin Hood Men in Tights, I believe this is historically accurate. There is a scene where a traveling rabbi was
Played by Mel Brooks.
probably he was played by Mel Brooks, was traveling through town as traveling rabbis do and offering circumcisions to people. And one of Robin Hood's merry men said, "Oh, I'll take 2," to which the rabbi gladly obliged.
Wow.
See, now that I would ban in schools.
We
No,
are
I
going to
wouldn't.
learn so much.
I know.